Hi, I'm Bill Osmolsky from the McIver Institute. I'm here this morning with State Representative Andre Jacque, who is the chairman of the Assembly Labor Committee, and he's got some pretty exciting news about prevailing wage this week. And Representative, would you mind telling us about what's in the works?
Sure. So, Bill, we've got a hearing and an executive session scheduled tomorrow for AB 32, which would repeal the prevailing wage in Wisconsin. Of course, we cannot affect the federal prevailing wage determination through Davis-Bacon, but this would be a significant savings at the state level as well as local governments throughout the state of Wisconsin. And I think it's a very important step to take for taxpayers and small businesses in the state.
Now, part of the reason why I say this is exciting is because this bill has had such a difficult road. Could you tell us about maybe some of the challenges that you had getting it to a public hearing?
Sure. Well, I think that the discussion has been ongoing since the beginning of session, really before then. This is an issue that I've talked about since before I was elected. I've always been supportive of full repeal. Something that I've spoken about to my local media and local government groups and really anybody that's asked me about it. But in concert with at least the Assembly author, Representative Hutton, we've had quite a few discussions on this and what the strategy should be. I think now as we're coming towards the end of the budget process in the Joint Finance Committee, it's important to demonstrate support for really a very strong change to prevailing wage, if not full repeal, which I think is where a lot of my caucus is at right now. And I think hopefully holding this hearing and exec is going to move us in the right direction in terms of getting people on board with the budget by making significant reform.
Now, with there were two routes for this for repeal and prevailing wage. One was potentially the budget route. The other was its own separate bill. Are we now at a point where we have to go the separate bill route? Are we kind of writing off the idea of it getting in the budget?
Not necessarily, and I think that's really why I'm holding the hearing before the Finance Committee finishes their work on the budget, which will be later this week after we have the committee vote on the bill. I don't think they're scheduled to take up the transportation budget until Friday or Saturday, which is really when this would come up and where you would really see the state savings come into play. And as well the local savings in terms of infrastructure at towns, cities, and it shouldn't just be viewed as transportation as well, because prevailing wage impacts really all public projects with the threshold set as low as it is. But it is something that I think that's the reason why we're really having this discussion now in the form of the hearing and the exec. Certainly I think my committee members are very enthusiastic about taking this step, and it's a way of showing the support that is there for this. And I think it is going to be difficult to get votes for the budget if we don't show some bold strokes on this or other issues that are out there, because there are a number of very large issues that remain unresolved, and I think people would like to see conservative reforms. We're put here to deal with controversial items, but also to do what's right for the taxpayers, and I think this accomplishes both.
Representative, thank you very much for being with us this morning. Again, I'm Bill Osmolsky with the McIver Institute. Be sure to check into McIverinstitute.com throughout the week as this story continues to develop.